They're programmed to be peaceful, like you. But for some reason, it's not catching.
Donald Trump.
What?
They suppress the lighting, the glycosylated salts, and then boop, boop, boop. Angry turtles. We don't like it.
There's the rub.
So, look, I make the video, I film it, then I transfer it from the camera to the computer, and then I put it all together in the editor, cut off the ends, I have obviously I'm not re-editing the fucking intros every time, like I'm not building that shit every time, it's already complete. So, just slap the shit together, right? It's like a little puzzle. It's a little 3-piece puzzle. It's a puzzle for 2-year-olds. That is how far I have dumbed down the process of making these videos, so that I can still kind of pump out something every night if I want to, but I don't have to put, 4 or 5 hours of work into it. Like that was fun and everything when I was just sitting around all day doing nothing, but now, I gotta dumb it down as far as I can, as often as I can, because fuck. I will say this though, I think we're gonna be getting back to like 9-hour shifts again, so I'll be getting home at like 5:30, maybe 5 o'clock at best. So that's pretty cool. That's a hell of a lot better than, 6:30, 7 o'clock at worst, you know what I mean? Like that's a nice change. But yeah, so here we go. Anyways, so that's after I'm done putting the video together, get it edited, I start rendering, and if it's a video like tonight where it's like 6 minutes long, well shit. I'll just sit and look at comments while it renders, and then once it's done, I can just start uploading, right? Upload real quick, bam, be done by like 10:30. It's probably done now. I don't even know. Anyways, so while all that's going on, I look at the comments, and I answer the comments, and I sit and read comments, and whatever. And I go back away, because there's activity going on multiple videos and different, threads and this, that, the other thing. And I'm having conversations with people, like 20 at a fucking time. And so it's like, I scroll back quite a ways. I'm always kind of checking things out. And, these 2 videos in a row, I had interaction with a commenter. And I decided to read them aloud for everybody. I read it aloud for the class. Right? I was having a private conversation in the middle of class, and I had to read it out for everybody. And the last comment I left was pretty damaging. I really exposed the man to the world, and I showed him a very uncomfortable mirror. It's a little round one with like flowers on it and shit, and he looked right into it, and I was like, oh my god. And, like, look, I didn't mean for him to do all that. Like, he changed his channel name. He changed his little channel icon picture thing. Like, I hope you guys aren't going and fucking with him. Obviously, I know you wouldn't, because you don't care, you don't follow that shit. But, dude changed his channel name and his fucking little picture and everything. That's sad. I think that's sad. I didn't mean to do all that. Like, you know what? It reminds me of Terry Ann. Anybody remember Terry Ann? When iDubbbz went to go and see Tana Mongoose live, and then he did the whole Tana Mongoose picture. Say... And then there was the whole Tana Mongoose breakdown. And then there was the iDubbbz content cop. Man, the height of iDubbbz. What happened to that iDubbbz? Holy shit, Ian. What have you become? Anyways. So, and I was talking about it because it was a big YouTube drama thing, and I was doing YouTube drama at the time. And then there was Terry Ann, and Terry Ann was talking about it. And Terry Ann was an interesting person. And Terry Ann just didn't get it. She just didn't understand why Tana's subscriber count is just going down and down and down, and Ida's subscriber count is just going up and up and up. And man, she made like 4 or 5 videos, and I think I reviewed every single fucking one of them. Like, think of it like that. Like, look, say what you want to about Joy. Joy was making 20 videos a day about Onision, right? And that's fucking crazy. It became a whole thing. But think of it like this. I reviewed literally every video that woman posted. And then she shut down her channel. I felt so bad. I didn't mean for that. That, you know, there's unintended consequences to every action, and I didn't mean for. I thought it was sad. I felt bad that I crushed poor Terry Ann, but I mean, it was so funny. And I'm sorry that you had to change your name, dude. I'm sorry you had to change your entire. I'm sorry I took your identity from you with that shit. I didn't mean for it to hit that fucking hard. I mean, no, I meant for it to hit that hard. I just didn't think you'd fucking go like that. Like shit. But, hey, you know, sometimes you eat the bar. Sometimes the bar eats you. Anyways. And if you're worried that people are come fuck with you, my audience is not going to come and fuck with you. The interaction is enough for them. They enjoy that. They don't enjoy getting involved. They understand that the audience is a problem. They get it. They've been learning from me for years. You're new. It's fine. Like, you know, you don't need to change shit. You can change shit back if you want to, man. Like, nobody's gonna fuck with you. I just telling you that, but fuck, dude. It's just sad. It just reminded me of Terry Ann. I had to tell the Terry Ann story again. But anyways, so that's a thing that happened. Crushing more dreams. That's what we do here. Dream Crusher Truck. I have to tell that story sometime. I fucking will tell it now. We're only 7 minutes in. This is an easy intro for me. So, I used to go to Pensick. Pensick is like a medieval fair for medieval people, right? It was run by the Society for Creative Anachronism, SCA, SCA, whatever you want to call them. And it's 2 weeks in Pennsylvania every year. You know, I used to go all the time. And it was before my time. But there was kind of a rule that if you would drive through the campsite with like modern music blaring out of your car speakers, people would scream at you, "You're crushing my dream." These people are medievalists, man. They go to a campground for 2 weeks every year. They pay hundreds of dollars. Some of them pay thousands of dollars while they're there to just get and be a part of the whole thing. And I gotta get more wardrobe, and oh, I'm gonna be knitting, and you know, like they're all learning all these medieval shit. Like they offered for me to go to, like I went to Pensick to drink and hang out with my friends. It was 2 weeks vacation every year that I could take and go camping and drink and meet girls and fucking hang out with my friends. And it was good times. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast. And one year somebody was like, "You should get a set of armor and go fight." And I'm like, "No, I did fighting. I did buffer weapon fighting. We had PVC pipe covered with camping foam. These motherfuckers are hitting each other with rattan sticks. You know what a rattan stick is? It's solid bamboo. And they put duct tape on it and go, there you go, that makes it safe. It's got a strip of duct tape on the striking edge. Like, dude, in my sport, if you had duct tape on a striking edge, that was not a legal weapon. You couldn't use that. Are you fucking kidding me? No! So, yeah, and they would go out there in full fucking plate mail, except for Delgrath. Delgrath would go out there in bare minimum, and that motherfucker was insane. I think he just enjoyed the pain. I think he was just a masochist that really loved it. And dude was fucking nutso. But he was amazing, too. He was, oh my God, the shit that he would do. I don't know. I've never actually seen any of it. I've never actually gone to even watch war. I think I went at least 5-6 years. Never once went out to the battlefield to actually watch the fighting. They were long done with the fighting before I even got up. Man, I had to sleep off the hangover from the fucking night of drinking. Like, I went there to drink and hang out. And so there were people there that really went to go and just live like medieval people. And when you'd come rolling through there with music blaring, they'd scream, "You're crushing my dream, man." So one year, one of the guys from my camp, and this, you'll understand why I camped with these people after this story. One of the guys from my camp, he had a big ass fucking truck, a big ass Ford, big fuck off truck, wheel tired, fuck the whole, just a giant fucking truck, right? And he wrote in the side of it, Dream Crusher Truck. And would roll through Pensick fucking blaring music, Metallica, fucking Megadeth, whatever. He would 9 Inch Nails, just blasting fucking hard rock. That's my channel. I'm the Dream Crusher Truck. You better have your shit together, because if you catch my eye. But yeah, anyways, so we're talking about Donald Trump's trip to the Middle East. Anybody that's new to this channel is going to be like, fuck me, we're 12 minutes in, he hasn't even talked. So we're talking about Donald Trump and him going to the Middle East. And I thought it was amazing. I watched the whole speech. I really liked the whole speech. I liked the fact that from here on forward, for at least the next 5-6 years, nobody will be able to say we are going to go on a nation-building expedition. That shit just ain't going to fucking happen. Donald Trump destroyed the entirety of the concept of nation-building by going, once we were gone, look what you guys have done. And like, it's just, there it is, man. Like, they are wildly rich and prosperous, and they're getting better in some places, I'm sure. But nevertheless, like, I did watch I watched a video of some sort of representative of a Middle Eastern country. And he was talking about the radicals. He's like, you know what we do with radicals? We arrest them. We put them in prison. And I'm like, we arrest them, and then we re-educate them, and then we, you know, try to meld them back in society. Like, it's like, well, if you don't want people blowing themselves up for a law, I guess that's kind of what you got to do. So, but yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. The Muslims to me are always going to be a tricksy people, so I really have to watch them with everything. But it seems like shit's getting better. I'm certainly a fan of what I'm seeing. You know, but like, there's still a lot of radicals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I think this sort of thing, you know, like this kind of reciprocal investment in each other. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting stuff from them, they're getting stuff from us, we're starting to do trade, you know, like, we're bringing them into the Western world, which means there's a possibility that they could become more of a Western lean. Like, can you imagine if the Middle East started to become Westernized? Sorry. I got dinged in notes about my lighting, so... But that was very pointed. Damn, I wish I had planned that, but I... Anyways, so, yeah, like, can you imagine that, though? If the Middle East starts to westernize. That could be cool. I'm not saying it's going to happen even in my lifetime, but that would certainly be a step towards peace in the world in general. Like, it's a whole lot of Muslim terrorists that are making the problems right now. Russia, and a whole lot of Muslim terrorists making the problem. Russia, nah. Russia, and a whole lot of Muslim terrorists. I was going to throw Pakistan in there, but I'm like, yeah. Russia and a whole bunch of Muslim terrorists are all making problems right now. Like, that's the fucking thing that's going on at the moment. Like, who else is making... Who's China attacked lately? Nobody. I think they're scared at this point to try to make a move on Taiwan. I think they're like, you know, Russia started their thing, and that was supposed to be over in a month. And we're on, you know, like, day 900 and fucking whatever of 30 days to stomp out Ukraine, and that shit's not happening. And now they're like, oh, maybe we should talk about a ceasefire and shit, I don't know. And like, so that's not going good. And then they see what Hamas is doing, and they're like, yeah, that's not going good. Like, it's just the Houthis. That's not going good. Like, it just seems like it's a bad omens everywhere for China to start making moves on other land masses. Like, it's just, it's not in the fortune, right? They're all about fortunes. And somebody opened up a cookie and said, oh, great Pooh Bear. Bad omens. No. I don't fucking know. I don't know how China works, man. Nobody does. You're not allowed in there. Anyways. So, yeah, I think it's amazing. And I like the idea of him talking about setting up trades with Russia. Like, I don't know, man. Like, the more we kind of bring people into a whole, hey, let's get everybody's society booming by being more like us. And we'll start trading more with people, and things are going to happen, and people are going to be more prosperous, and the rising tide raises all ships, and when everybody's more happy, then they're going to be less likely to vote in people that are going to put them under tyranny. And then they're going to, you know, they're going to want to get more and more of that. And the more of that they get, the more people are going to clench their fists, and the more systems are going to slip through your fingers, General. Like, that's the way it's been since, I don't know, a long time ago in a far, far away place. Like, it's always been that way. And that's how Britain lost the U.S. Squeezed too hard, and the most prosperous nation to ever exist. Like a wet watermelon seed, just right out. And here we are. Yeah. And so, hey, look, like, anytime anybody's talking about getting together and having a good time and making money and just enjoying ourselves, and we'll all just leave each other alone and do our own thing, like, I like that shit. Like, and I thought the speech was a banger, man. Like, that was, he really, you know, we had all the grit. Like, at this point, I kind of, like, look at Donald Trump whenever he does a speech as, like, well, I can't really say tool, because that's the special case. But, like, you know, going to see Kiss in concert, even though I think they're actually done with their 30th farewell tour. I don't know if they're going to go back for another farewell tour, but if anybody does, it's going to be them. But it's like going to see an old band, the Rolling Stones. I can't think of any other fucking bands that are even still alive at this point. God damn. It's like going to see the Beatles, you know. You're watching them, And, you know, Donald Trump comes out with some of the old hits off of his first album, and then he comes out with a couple of the hits from his second album, and then, hey, there's a new song, we got a new point or two, and then, we got another thing, this old stat, you know, I remember that, you know, that's a good one, you know, and it's like watching a band, like he's doing all the old hits and coming up with some new ones here and there, and I gotta say, man, all the new songs were bangers. And all the old ones are still just as good as the first 5,000 times I've heard it. I wish you would, like, because I've also noticed that his speeches are just getting incrementally longer because he's still rehashing every old fucking I don't want to be in the third year of his presidency and still hear him talking about how Joe Biden fucked everything up. Like, I think at some point we need to actually look to the future, especially since he said, you know what, I think we really just need to look to the future. Let's look to the future now. Like, I'm getting done with that shit. But nevertheless, everything else that wasn't that was very good. I really liked it. The Saudis seemed to like it. MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince, seemed to love every second of it. He was just like, I don't know. It's crazy how Donald Trump does that shit. He did the same thing to the late Queen. God rest her soul. Right? She just absolutely adored him from everything I saw. All the pictures I saw, the two of them together, fucking ridiculous. He's like holding her fucking hand. Like, you don't touch the royalty, man. And he's touching every royal person in the world. We're not going there. Anyways, it's the Queen, man. Don't make that joke. No. We're good. Stay the course. Ooh. That was a fight to keep that one in. All right. Anyways, so yeah, Donald Trump, he just seems to always get along with people wherever he goes. Unless, of course, it's like The View. Then he's not getting along with fucking anybody. But as long as you're not, you know, half retarded and don't fucking just pay attention to any of the actual things that are going on in the world, you know, like it's amazing. People just get along with him whenever they meet him. And if he can use that charm to lead us into utopia, all right, like, better that than the other way. Like, fuck, Joe Biden used his banality to fucking lead us down in the shitter. Donald Trump can use his charm to lead us to someplace better. And man, that's bringing the whole world with us. You start getting a free and prosperous Middle East, you get a lot less terrorists, I think. I don't know. Like, it hasn't really been tried in a very long time. We've tried a whole lot of bombing the fuck out of them, and that just seems to somehow, in some crazy way, just make more terrorists. It's almost like every time you drop a bomb on a society, after, I don't know, 10, 20 years, it just starts to radicalize the newest generation. It's fucking crazy how that happens. But yeah, so, maybe we try to, you know, make things cool with everybody. And maybe if we can all be cool, then we'll all be cool. You know?